Hey, and welcome back to another video. So in this video, we'll be unboxing and reviewing the cheapest PCIe Express Wi-Fi card that you can find on Newegg. I got this on Black Friday for about $25, but this usually retails for, well, it initially retailed for like $39.99 when it was launched, because you can see the price history. But I think the price now is like $30, but it's still the cheapest. And it's there is actually a cheaper one, but it's not sold by Newegg. It's sold on Newegg by a different company, but it's not sold by Newegg. And I know a lot of people like to buy stuff directly from Newegg because some third parties ship from China itself, and it takes like 2 months to arrive in the US. So if you buy it off Newegg, it's going to ship from the US and it's going to be at your house in like a week. So this is the cheapest you can find on Newegg, sold by Newegg. And the warranty process is also easier when it's directly from Newegg. Okay, but before we jump right in, don't forget to hit that like button and check out my channel. And if you like what you see, please consider hitting that subscribe button as it helps me out a lot. Also hit that bell notification button to get notified whenever I upload a new video. All my social media is down in the description below. Now let's go and open this up. And don't forget to follow me on the aforementioned social media, especially Discord and Instagram, where I reply to messages quite fast. So very basic box. By the way, the brand of this is EDUP. I don't know whether I'm pronouncing it properly. EDUP, EDUP. Here's a screenshot of the listing. And it does not come in like a branded box or anything. It's very basic, very generic. So let's open it up. And like I said, again, EDUP, let me ground my hands out here. Okay, so that we don't burn stuff out. Let's take it out and keep it to a side for a while. So we got a single profile bracket. We got in here a bunch of tools, I think. I see a bunch of screws in there, and we get a Phillips head screwdriver as well. One of the antennas. And by the way, this is also Bluetooth. But there are some complaints in the comment section that the Bluetooth doesn't work. So I guess one antenna is for the Bluetooth, one is for the Wi-Fi. So 2 antennas, installation disc, but you'd probably want to go to their respective website and download the latest software because this software is probably outdated. And we have a cable of some sorts, probably, well, it is a, I don't know what, it's one of these, it's one of the plugs at the bottom of the motherboard. I don't know what those plugs are called. You tell me down in the comment section. It's one of those. I don't think we need to use that though. I'm not really sure though, but we shall see when we go ahead and test it out. So here's the card itself. Let me leave it there. Single profile, single slot, PCIe 1. So you won't need an entire PCIe X16 port for a simple Wi-Fi card. So it's PCIe 1. So the card is black and the bracket is silver. We got copper contacts here, coaxial. The heatsink is also black. It's a pretty substantial heatsink. It says 1,300 megabytes per second, Bluetooth 4.0, PCIe wireless router. Bluetooth 4.2, sorry about that. Intel 7265, dual band, made in China. The specs of this, there are a lot of specifications. You can go read them on Newegg's website. I'll link the listing down in the description below. There's a lot of specs to go through. I'm not gonna go through all of those to keep this video short. So that's it for the unboxing. Now let's go set this thing up and plug it to a computer. Let me just throw this in the computer first, and then we'll install these later. All right, let's go. All right, so let's go ahead and install it. You know the usual, turn off your computer, press the power button for a few seconds after unplugging the computer. You know the usual drill in installing a new component. So, okay, so I do have a single. Sorry about the microphone, the audio quality right now. It's because I'm standing a bit far away. So I'll just fast forward this part of the video. So right out of the bat, when you plug it in and you start your computer, the Wi-Fi does not need a driver. It kind of has its own drivers and it starts working instantly. But the Bluetooth part will not work, and you have to go to their website. I'll link it down in the description below. And you got to search the model number. Mine is the EP9632, but knowing these Chinese companies, there might be slight variation in this with your product. It's going to be the same price and everything, but there might be a slight difference between this product number. Mine's EP9632. You can go to their website and you have to download the Bluetooth driver separately. That's what I'm doing right now. So we'll wait till that finishes and be right back. So it turns out the driver is actually Intel ProSet. So the Bluetooth is one of Intel's products actually. So go right ahead and install it. So you'll find the rest of the settings in your Bluetooth and other devices. You can scroll down and you can see there's only one Bluetooth device within range. Funnily, it's a monitor and it's not even my... Well, I do have an AirC monitor, but I'm not sure if it's... I don't know if that thing even has Bluetooth. I don't know. But as you can see, the Bluetooth does work, but you just have to go and get the driver separately. The problem is people on Newegg had given this a downvote saying the Bluetooth didn't work. But the thing is, once you plug it in, you have to go and download the driver separately for the Bluetooth to work. But as you can see, the Bluetooth does work. Let me bring it down here. As you can see, Bluetooth devices, this icon will not open unless there is a Bluetooth device connected, a Bluetooth receiver and transmitter. So the Bluetooth does work. So I'm going to go and put a review on Newegg right now and say that the Bluetooth does work. You just need to download the drivers separately. Now, as you can see, the Wi-Fi is connected and mine shows an average of around 100 megabytes per second, but that'll depend on your internet speed. I touched the device itself and everything seems fine. It's not overheating. It's not leaking any current or anything like that. So it's a decently performing Wi-Fi / Bluetooth receiver and transmitter. But I don't think you could play any esports or like competitive stuff on this, because I could imagine that at this price range you might have a few dips and it's not going to be as stable as a more decent Wi-Fi router. But I guess for like basic gaming and basically browsing the web, this is going to be more than enough. As you can see, it has a blue indicator light over there and it's not hot to the touch or anything like that. I've been using it for about an hour now. It's not hot to the touch or anything. So it's a pretty decent Wi-Fi receiver. I did have a few hiccups when I initially turned the computer on. Like the computer refused to start right away, but that's usually quite common when you install a new PCIe device. Clearing your RAM by taking them out of the motherboard and pressing the power button sorts that out really fast, and you're good to go. So yeah, this is a decent Wi-Fi receiver, and the myth on Newegg that the Bluetooth part doesn't work is nonsense. You just have to install the drivers separately. So you can go and get this Bluetooth / Wi-Fi receiver / transmitter for around $28 to $30 now, and you can do whatever you please with it. So yeah, that's just the quick unboxing and review of the cheapest Wi-Fi receiver slash Bluetooth receiver slash transmitter on Newegg. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button and check out my channel. And if you like what you see, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video.